All right. Okay, so this is the Shuttlecock Podcast. My name is Aaron Rhodes, and I'm here today with Matt Perrin and Stephanie Eckermann. How are you guys doing?
Good. Yeah, we're having a great time.
Doing well. Thanks.
1:30 in the morning.
Living your best life?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
110%.
It's awesome.
You know?
As far as I know.
Sticking your feet in the ground, staring right in that sun, you know? Like,
Yeah,
really going for it.
That's how you got to do it these days, you know?
You know, no other way.
I smell like campfire, so that's...
Did you guys, like, just stare into the eclipse for the whole time?
100%.
I
NASA
didn't.
lied to you.
I tried to. I kind of slept through it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't admit that
Oh, man.
to anyone.
Did you
I
really?
kind of slept through the eclipse.
Wait, did you like really actually sleep through the
Yeah.
eclipse? Yeah.
Yeah, I was really scared of doing that myself, and thankfully JB just busted into my room at noon, like I politely asked him to, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey,
Dude,
eclipse
look,
time,
It was
boy."
cool.
I was at work, and I was just like, I closed down the store and stepped out, and I was like, well, there it is. It was cool. It got dark.
No, and were you able to see
I
it
had
through
glasses.
like the skylight at Mills?
Oh,
That would have been pretty chill.
I should have been in the store.
If they
when it
like
got
built
dark.
the store to like exactly line up, like that'd be some like National Treasure
That'd be
shit.
some-
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Would that mean I get to meet Nicolas Cage?
I mean,
Do you want...
anything
I
can
kinda
happen,
do.
Matt.
I feel like meeting Nicolas Cage.
Do you know he wears a wig in every movie?
What?
He doesn't have any
wow.
hair.
That's fucked up. If
I
true.
actually did not.
You
know
might want to
that.
fact check that. But someone told me that. Am I getting too close?
No. I mean, it's yeah, you're
Is
good.
that for real though? He doesn't wear a.
Yeah, I think all of his hair is
Yo.
fake that he wears in every movie.
Man, I
I
bet
know,
he-
doesn't that blow your mind?
Dude, I'm just trying to imagine Nicolas Cage like bald, like permanently. Like you just see him on the street and he's just got no hair.
Yeah, I feel
That
like
would
it
kinda-
would
that would
look kind of like photoshopped if you were to see him bald and you're like, who did this? But he's like, no, this is how I look, and it would be just kind of an awkward.
I feel like meeting
confrontation.
Nicolas Cage, no matter what, is awkward. Just like, hey, you know, just like you got there,
Like,
you are.
Can you even understand?
It's kind of like seeing like a, you know, like a rare animal. You're just like, man, well, there he is. There's Nicolas Cage out in the wild. You
He
know what I
seems
mean?
like one of those celebrities you wouldn't even notice really until
Yeah.
you're like, whoa.
And then you like notice him and you make yourself awkward because you're like, oh, it's Nicolas Cage. But like no
And you're
disrespect.
like, do I
No
want to
disrespect.
talk to him, or
Yeah.
do I not want to?
Like no disrespect to Mr. Cage wherever you are, but you know, like you just got notoriety to you.
Yeah, I think I actually do just want to like interview or at least just speak with everyone who has ever met Nicolas Cage and just kind of like
Do a
get a
compilation.
good like feeling for how he interacts as a person. You know, what kind of
rather
kind of
than
vibes.
interacting
Instead of
with
meeting
him.
him.
No, yeah,
that
'cause,
sounds pretty
you know.
sick.
It'd be like good enough.
I mean, it's probably easier.
If
Like
you
he's
could,
probably
like,
very.
meet one celebrity though, who would it be?
Lil B the bass god
Alive or
probably.
dead?
Lil B. Who would you pick?
Alive or dead?
Either. I mean, let's do
let's go
alive
alive,
first. Let's do alive.
I'm gonna need more time to
You're
think
gonna
about
really?
that question.
You don't know who-
all the celebrities in the
Enya,
world.
100%. I would. Oh, dude, if I could meet Enya.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure this
I like
rapper
change.
I've been listening to lately, his name's DJ Lucas. He's from, like, Massachusetts. I'm pretty sure he just got an Enya tattoo. Like,
Tattoo, man.
it
I should
looks
get
like...
an Enya tattoo. Oh,
Do you have
dude.
any tattoos already?
Yes, you should.
Not of Enya.
No, yeah, I mean...
But like, so yeah, every time you play Mercy Seat, you get like a free tattoo because Mikey Wheeler is like the
What?
jam. Yeah, play Mercy Seat.
Okay.
It's really fun.
You get a free tattoo for
yeah,
playing
dude.
there? That's
Man,
crazy.
Mikey Wheeler, like he did Josh and Dakota's tattoos.
And they have, like,
Whoa.
free barbecue there, too. That's a great gig.
Free beer, free barbecue. Yeah, it's a good gig. You know, they do it 3 months out of the year.
Yeah, so what have you got so far?
I have
Let's see
I
it.
have the dude. It's in my jeans. You can't see it. It's the Nirvana smiley and then an Aminals tattoo because you know I was really
Yeah, you're big on that band.
Man, I love Aminals, dude. I always did. I actually listened to them today. I listened to all those bands I listened to at my senior year of high school.
You listen to Nirvana every day?
I listened to Nirvana like the other day. I mostly just put on Bleach at work and I'm like, cool, all right. But I totally did listen to like Heavy Heavy Lola today, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Feel great.
Great. Wait, so
Not
going back to some of those high school bands, Matt.
Oh, geez.
I warned you.
I know you did.
What were some of the first rock and roll bands you got into?
The first bands I ever got. Okay, so the big two is Gorillaz self-titled and Nirvana's Nevermind, probably. So those are like the first two records that made me go like, okay, music's cool. Like, damn, that's actually pretty sick. I would like to do that one day.
What age was that around, do you think?
I was like probably in like fourth grade, so
A baby.
like 10.
Yeah.
So no,
what,
like yeah, like
what
10.
did you think was cool before you thought music was cool? Did you do any sports?
Yeah,
Did you,
dude, I was involved.
like
Like my whole family's a baseball family. Like my brother plays AA. You know what I mean? So that just kind of was like a big thing.
Yeah, he's in like the Brewers organization.
Yeah, so
right
he
now.
plays for the Biloxi Shuckers, which is the hockey Brewers.
That's a great base. That's
there.
a great team name.
Right, dude. They got some cool colors. They got that blue and black uniform. But yeah, Mississippi, right?
Yeah, so you're fourth grade.
Yeah, so it was like fourth grade. I don't know. Before I thought what was cool was like, probably like video games and stuff, like the SSX3 soundtrack, because had some good jams on it. Dude, sorry. Like probably some Pro Skater soundtracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are all pretty
Like Unsane.
pretty classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Any like movie soundtracks or anything?
Dude, The Lion King. I feel like The Lion King really hit me musically.
My first favorite band, the Lion King soundtrack.
That you wouldn't.
Oh no, dude, but that's Hans Zimmer though. Hans Zimmer is
dude,
like a
that's
G.
some orchestral like woo. That's like some shit.
No, yeah, because I watched like the live stream of Hans Zimmer playing Coachella. He had like a 50-member like orchestra with him at Coachella.
tell me you would not
They
fuck with
they
that.
played like 2 hours. They played like Dark Knight, like the theme, and like Lion King theme, and like they had the guy who originally sang like the da, 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 like they had that guy come. It was
Yo,
tight.
I would lose my shit if that guy like was in front of me. I'd be like, fuck. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. And then I discovered both of those bands, and it kind of branched out to there. I definitely turned into a grunge kid.
Nice. A lot of flannel going on.
Jesus Christ, if you can remember. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that. It was just like a weird time going through life. Life got interesting. And yeah, so I just really liked Nirvana. Nirvana is definitely the biggest influence I have ever had musically, probably. And I'm not afraid to say that. And it's like cool, just like, yeah. It's like, it's tight. I met someone recently from Japan, Akira, from that band Zove, who, like, also can say that. So it was cool to, like, bond with a dude who, like, just really liked grunge the same way I did growing up, so.
Are you going to be seeing Gorillaz when they
I
come
got tickets
next
to that.
month? Yeah.
Dude, Danny Brown's playing, right?
Yeah, and then Staples, that's going to be
Yeah,
a great
dude,
show.
like, totally.
And,
what?
no, yeah, has Gorillaz, like, toured here ever?
No,
like,
Gorillaz has never toured here, so that's why it's a big deal. Gorillaz self-titled. I don't know. I really like.
What songs are on that one? I'm not as familiar.
Dude, like 192000, 5-4, Rehash, the original Clint Eastwood. Just like what else is on there? Like Double Bass. That song's the shit. It was just like. I really like trip hop nowadays, like growing up. Like I just like love Portishead and Massive Attack. Like I really like stuff like that. So that was kind of my first introduction, and that's why I like that album so much because it's super trip hoppy compared to the rest of the stuff. I don't know. So I got into it and listened to that for a really long time, and then got into like more just stupid stuff like Melvin's, like Mudhoney, all that kind of jazz, the Jesus Lizard. And just other weird bands like Future of the Left and McCluskey, and I don't know, just kind of went from there. And then junior year hit, and I started wearing skinny jeans.
Nice. Did you have a MySpace, Matt?
Dude, I actually never had a MySpace. Did you have a MySpace?
Yeah, I had a fucking MySpace.
Dude, okay, so I think I was too young for the MySpace. I had Facebook when it really originally started popping.
Yeah, I was kind of OG Facebook.
I've had Facebook
That's
for
where I
a
started.
really long time, but I never had MySpace, which sucks because I didn't get to hang out with all the
MySpace
scene
was
kids,
cool.
man. But like the thing is like.
Yeah, who's in your top 8, Stephanie? Who was
My
like
top 8?
yeah.
Who was your
Friends?
style? Yeah. Do you remember?
Dang, don't
Like
they
what was
have,
on your MySpace playlist?
Were they
or
like
whatever?
I can't even.
Kyle Catastrophe? Like, do you
No.
remember those people
No,
that
I don't.
like Randy Cho Raincloud?
Are these like MySpace celebrities or something?
No, it's just like you
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
what
Tom.
you remember that phase like. Remember that phase like people went through like the scene
I forgot
phase.
about like the top friends.
Yeah, but like remember like they
Forgot
name
about
it was like your
MySpace.
first name and then like some like Randy Joe Raincloud. Like
Yeah.
like when I dated RJ, that was her like Facebook name for
Okay.
a very long time. Or like
Well, yeah, and you are
like,
famously Pat Marin.
Pat,
That's-
yeah. Kevin Still gave me that name. Kevin Still and Hannah Keecher gave me that name at lunch in junior year. Or no, it was sophomore year. Because then we all started giving each other spoonerisms. But fucking Pat Marin just like stuck. And then I like actually started going by Pat because there was too many maths in all my classes. And then it just like turned into its own disease.
Wow, rough life.
Were you writing? Yeah, you're really oppressed, Matt.
Woo, right, man? Tell me about it.
Were you writing Pat on your papers?
Yeah, I was.
right.
I actually was writing Pat.
Oh, dude, I want like.
I wrote Pat, and when I went to KU, I like seriously went by Pat.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want like as a piece of memorabilia, I want like a piece of homework you have where it says Pat on it.
I will dig you one up, man. I know exactly.
I'll
where to
hang it
find
on my
one.
wall.
Yeah,
In all
dude.
your
Pat Marin. It was.
Notebooks.
It was weird, like in orchestra. Like I remember, like Mrs. Mayer was like printing out name tags, and I was like, I want it to be Pat, and she spelled it with one T, and I was like extra T, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because like Mrs. Mayer and I had that kind of relationship. It was like, "Are you serious, dude?" Like, no, fuck off, and I was like, all right, whatever, you know. But high school never ends. Yeah,
Dude, I just saw Bowling for Soup at the Warped Tour.
Yeah, dude.
It's great,
How
a
were
lot
they?
of fun. Highly recommended.
Damn.
See them if you can. Don't miss.
Man, high school never fucking ends, man. But like, yeah. So going on, what were we talking about here?
I don't know, just music and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
70,
music's-
what bands and stuff was like the first stuff you got into?
I don't know. I listened to a lot of like shitty pop music when I was younger.
Mm.
Like I was really into NSYNC, and No Doubt was one of my favorites. I still love No Doubt. I heard 2 No Doubt songs on the radio
you-
tonight
were you a
on
Backstreet
2
Boys
separate
fan?
stations.
Damn, that's-
No, NSYNC.
Okay, all right. That's
You're
yeah.
either Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys
That's
or you're
true.
NSYNC,
That's
and I
true.
was NSYNC all the way.
I have the Backstreet Boys self-titled tape in the van, so I've been kind of jamming. I don't
care
know
about
dude.
that.
I'm sorry. All right.
No, it's
I
fine.
respect
My
that.
aunt got me that one Backstreet Boys CD. They're like big one, and for Christmas one year, and I was like, oh, thanks.
Like you don't get
don't
me.
know me.
Woo!
I appreciate it,
You're
but
in
I don't
sync.
want this.
In syncer, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You are in sync with NSYNC.
I can't. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who's your favorite member though?
I have to admit, it's a little bit embarrassing. Joey was my favorite. Yeah, he was like.
Yeah, he had
that's
like the
interesting.
like
That's
kind
He
of like
wasn't
the
the
beard
front-
going on, the chin strap.
No,
was
that
him?
was
No?
Chris.
Oh, it was Chris. Okay.
Kirkpatrick.
See, I don't know
Who
my
sang
my
like
NSYNC.
the high parts, which was pretty
Oh, okay.
cool to me.
Yeah.
because
So
he was
he
like
co-
the
he probably
hard-
comes
like,
in number
seemed
2.
like the hardest.
He looked like
but
he rode a.
sang the
He
high-
looked like he rode a Harley.
Yeah.
He
Not
did.
really, I don't know.
Did he? I mean, I could see him.
There's probably a lot of good YouTube videos you can find of
Yeah.
this, like just people ripping like
So
like
much
I'm
NSYNC
pretty sure
footage
like
out there.
Oh man.
I'm pretty
So
sure I
much.
got like a Backstreet Boys like CD from McDonald's as like a toy at one point.
Dude, that was a
See,
good
Backstreet
phase.
Boys suck.
Yeah,
But
so
there's
you got to
CDs
go
that
to
have
Burger
a
King to get
dollar.
the
Yo, but
NSYNC
did you ever
toy,
get a
probably.
Happy Meal and you got like a super cool like early 2000s like weird electronic mixtape CD?
No.
Is that
I
something
did.
that happened?
Yeah, I totally did.
What is that called, dude?
I don't know. I wish I could dig it up, man, but it had some hits on it. I tell you what, it was just
Did it
like,
have like Sandstorm on it or something?
no, I'm talking like 2002. We're talking
Oh, okay,
like,
2002.
like
I
Vector,
don't know
like
much.
all that aesthetic, like great. Craig David, check it out.
Craig David.
7
okay.
Days, dude. Best album. Yeah, so, all right.
Yeah, so you're doing a lot of pop music,
Yeah.
and
I don't know. And then in high school, I listened to like, Taking Back Sunday was one of my
That's good.
favorites. Fucking Brand New. I loved Brand New. I like sang in choir and stuff. And like at church.
Same.
I never like felt like I was like a rock and roll kind of
rock and roll.
I don't like the questions.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
And I know you had played in a band called Toad Tartare.
Toad Tartar, yeah.
Tartar. And that started a couple years. Was that the first band you had been in, or?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And I played mostly guitar in that band. And I took lessons and stuff, but it was like a really experimental, like, we improvised a lot, which was nice. Like, there was 3 of us, and we just kind of played off of each other's energy, which was really great. But it kind of fell apart.
How did you kind of first meet up with all those people?
Max Crutcher, who's actually the drummer in Natural Man, him and I became roommates. That's like how we met. He moved into the house I was living in, and then Andy Erdrich was the drummer, and he was just friends with Max, and so we met. And we just kind of started jamming in the basement, and we like got to a point where we were doing it for so long that we were like, oh, let's play in front of some people. Okay, yeah. It was cool.
Nice. What were, like, do you have any, like, favorite shows that you got to play with that band or anything? Because you guys didn't record, did you? Or maybe?
No, we recorded, like, on our phones and stuff, but we never put anything out. I was at the East Wing tonight, and I was remembering we played a show at the East Wing that was really fun. We played with Schwerban.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
I just saw Schwerban.
We played that show at, I'm confusing shows now. I was thinking of a Natural Man show. When we played at the Penn Valley Skate Park.
Yo.
That was Natural Man.
Playing at the Penn Valley Skate Park was the coolest shit ever.
That was fun.
Playing in the bowl is...
Yeah, because I saw Bluehealer play in the bowl.
You feel like
That
Sum
was-
41, dude, in the
Yeah,
Too Deep
do.
video. You're like...
in a music video.
You're like, 'cause I'm in too deep.
And the crowd is so far away from you.
And you're
that
just
you're
like...
this is...
No,
I
yeah,
wish we
like-
could have been diving in some pools, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because, like, you either have to, like, make the choice to, like, slide down into the bowl, or you just kind of, like,
Right.
hang out and watch from, like, sitting up top, and there's, like, nobody ever really
Yeah.
agrees and, like, makes a big crowd out
And
of
then,
it.
like, they were skating.
We had, like, a child. There was, like, a little girl standing, like, right by Dakota. And she, like, didn't have anything over her ears or anything. She had a fake guitar in her hand, actually. It was really
Nice.
cute.
That's sick.
But we were also kind of like,
Let's
this
not be
is
too
like a really
loud.
little girl. Like, she's just hanging out by us. It was fine. She was our 7th member that night.
I've been hearing a bit about the 7th member.
Yeah. you
Oh.
told me about that.
Yeah, we actually for real have a seventh member now.
Yeah.
You guys are like Slipknot.
Yeah, because the Bandcamp
in so
said...
many
In
ways.
so many ways.
The Bandcamp said Kyle coming soon is...
Yeah, Kyle Little.
Kyle
Be
Little.
on the keyboards.
Nice.
Starting tomorrow night.
I don't know Kyle. Has he been in, like, other bands and stuff?
Yeah, he's played with the Shy Boys.
Oh.
Oh, so
Like-
he's the
like-
extra shy boy right now. Because, yeah, I've been trying to figure out, like,
Long
who that was.
hair.
Yeah.
Really
like,
funny
tall
guy.
Kyle?
Love Kyle Little. He's great.
Oh, okay.
He really is great though.
Is he shy? Is he shy
Is he
enough
a
to be a
shy
shy
boy?
boy?
Not if no.
Are you
If
gonna have tapes
if you
tomorrow?
talk to him, yeah, we will have tapes tomorrow.
hell yeah.
Tapes and T-shirts.
Wow.
And, like,
all
some-
natural, man. Well, it looks like I got to bring a 20. Not just a $5.
No,
Oh, wait. It's like $7 to get on that show anyway, so.
I think so.
Yeah, it'll be a fun gig.
No,
have
dude,
some
it'll be a
merch.
good gig, man. I keep forgetting that Bib is playing. I was like, yeah, the Cowboys are sick. Oh, wait, yeah, Bib's playing. So, yeah, it'll be good.
It's gonna be a fun time.
It's been a lot of shows this weekend. A lot of shows.
Yeah, I've been...
Jam packed.
Jam, just really, like, the jam is packed in there. Like, it is really packed on that sandwich. Not much peanut butter, a lot of jam.
Wait, so how do you guys know each other? Because, like, Matt, you just had told to Stephanie just to come
did
over.
we
I don't
meet?
know. I'm a fan of Bummer. I really like Bummer. I think they shred.
You said hi to me at one of the Natural Man shows, and I think that's how we just
yeah,
started talking.
that was our first show.
Yeah.
At the Snake Tank.
You just were like, "Hi, Matt." I was like,
Well, yeah,
because
because I recognized you from
like,
being
"Who the
in Bummer, and I was like, "You're in Bummer, right?"
Yeah, and then I have
guys are good.
Oh, thanks.
Celebrity sighting.
Dude, stop
Yeah,
it.
Matt from
exactly.
Bummer.
Tired of this,
Matt, you
man.
guys have fans though. You guys have
Dude,
legit.
I
fans
have
of
super.
sight. Like the guy who made the sign.
Yes.
Ooh, tell me about the sign guy.
Yeah, tell us this story.
So it's this dude who we played at Mills once. Like, no disrespect to this dude. Like, I'm glad he like likes our band. But like, I have recently like started understanding like, okay, there are people that like such that are like super fans. And there was this like one dude who used to go when I like old like Mills was still at the old store.
Yeah.
And Bummer would play a lot of in-stores there, and he would be at like every single one of them, and he like would tell all of his friends about it. And this is like the same dude who like would be saying like that he's like in with Tech Nine, man. He kept saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you guys on a tour with Tech Nine," and like every time. And there was one time he made a sign. I think it was for the Sex Knob show. Yeah, and he like he wrote our name on it or something, and like something under it, and like put it next to the. I don't know, man. It was interesting.
Oh, I don't think it's too far out of the question. You guys play with Tech Nine. Tech Nine has played Rockfest, and I don't know. I feel
would
like
like to
if
play
you
Rockfest.
put enough energy into it, Bummer could play Rockfest.
Yeah, I would play
That's a
Rockfest
great-
if I could.
Great
Yeah,
point.
dude. I mean,
Maybe like sometime down the line, that could be just like the final Bummer show.
if,
You
like,
just end
okay,
and,
for
like,
real.
at
I
Rockfest.
snuck into Rockfest to go see Rob Zombie. Like, if I could see all.
Dude, yeah, it's fun.
If like,
it's
dude,
a fun
if,
time.
like, Rob Zombie was playing that year, or
I s-
Slipknot
I
or
s-
some
I
shit,
saw
I would
Ghost.
play it. Yeah, like there's always like one good headliner. You know what I mean?
No, but
I don't need to see like Texas Hillbilly Coalition. I'm not really trying to
Hippie
fuck with-
Coalition.
Whatever, dude. Either way, it's like some garbage. Fucking.
No, but I thought it was cool that Hyborian is opening for Marilyn Manson at the
I
Midland.
know, dude, that's
gonna
sick,
be a really
man.
cool
I
show.
wish
and
we
and
were
Alice
opening
Glass
for
from Crystal Castles is opening too.
Yeah, dude. I wish we were opening for Marilyn Manson because I would totally put that Beautiful People cover for him.
Ooh.
And it would be right.
That'd
Imagine
go off.
Marilyn Manson coming up and doing fucking, but you're playing a song that he's gonna play for them. Never mind.
Later.
How awkward would that be though? Like if like a band like just covered your song before you actually were gonna play it. Like, do you still play the song?
No.
Or do you like, yeah, the opening band covered our song.
You just got to do something weird with it. I think.
Yeah, that's-
you,
if
or you
it's-
got to make
if
like
it's-
a good joke about it.
If
Like,
it's like really weird and different, that'd be cool to like see and compare. But if it's like the same thing, I'd be like,
I want to see 3 bands play the same song in one night. Like I'm pretty sure that's happened at some point. Like 2 bands playing the same song, like some cover
I
or
mean,
something.
back in the late
wanna say
Art
3.
Closet days with the Twinkle, I felt like that was a thing. I was like, damn, did I just hear that? But living life, rock and roll.
Yeah. But that was a really great venue though. I had a lot.
Yeah,
of,
no, seriously,
a lot
Art
of fun.
Closet, like, rest in peace. Like, I think we all could use something like that again. Just an open space that really kind of just like let kids be able to go in there and flourish. Like, it's where I grew up. I mean, it's where you grew up too. You played shows there. Like, that was a really important like part. And that's why I'm really stoked right now. There's a lot of cool places popping up. You know what I mean? You got Holy Cow, you got Stacy's Place, you have Amanda's House, Cream Castle, you have Second Base, you have Awful House, which is the shit. That's really cool. I don't really know what's going on with Truce Fort and Truce House. Isn't Truce House like right there?
I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
And
it's like
we'll-
5 places to play that are all ages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really cool because
Yeah,
like
it's much better than where we were at like 6 months ago. I'd say.
Exactly. So I'm really excited for the winter because not since Art Closet have I feel like, or it's ever since like Gacy's Place and Dollhouse have I seen like such a like, oh, there's like 3 shows in a row. You know what I mean? That are all pretty.
What makes you
cool.
excited for the winter in specific? though?
The winter I feel like always has the best shows.
Really?
Like when I saw Hell to Skelter last year, that was the best show of the winter. Like, I don't know, there's always like a really, really good band that comes through in the winter for some reason.
Because they don't realize that the Midwest is cold and they go on.
Dude, I like going touring like the north, like to Minneapolis in like the winter.
Why would you do that?
Because it's beautiful. The
Because everyone's
snow.
holed up
Yeah, dude, and
and
the
they're like
And you want to
Trying
like
to get out,
fly
man.
off the highway in
Yeah,
your
they're trying
van?
No, dude. When we went up there, it was beautiful. They take care of the roads. They pre-salt them.
That was good.
So you
yeah,
just
like
drive
I think the
in?
Midwest is like kind of in the middle where like people have no idea what they're doing.
Kansas
But when you
City
get up
is
north, yeah.
so bad at clearing the streets. It's
Well,
terrible.
yeah.
No, and like even in the summer and stuff, it'll like some streets will just flood, like in Midtown and everything.
Oh, dude,
like,
tell me about it. I was
They
knee
just
deep
shut
in
it
water.
off.
like I stayed like back in Johnson County at my parents' place because like I was coming home from Lawrence and I didn't want to have to drive like it's between like Broadway and Troost, whatever like that dip is.
Oh, dude,
you know,
it's
like
the
I don't want to have to
worst,
drive
man.
through that.
Dude, it's awful. Okay, those streets were here are terrible, man. That was the Eclipse Flood 2K17. like your life changed. Like your life seriously changed. That I don't know, it was crazy. That was like the eclipse happened and then we had a flood and then next day I was standing knee deep in water and like
Oh yeah, your basement,
dude.
that's a bummer.
Yeah, it really sucks, man. I feel sorry for Damien and Josh and all them because a lot of their gear did get ruined.
Oh, no.
I had to wad down there like I was going fly fishing with my cut off jeans, just walking in there barefoot, picking up all this waterlogged gear and like putting it on chairs. And I'm
man.
yeah, it was gross, man.
Do you guys have a GoFundMe we can point people towards?
No, it's fine. None of my stuff.
Are you like an anti GoFundMe guy? How do you guys feel about
the GoFundMe is, you know,
Depends on the
depends, man. Like,
situation.
because that's
What do you think about like a band has their van broken into on tour and they set up a GoFundMe? Is that GoFundMe material?
Where are they?
Yeah, where are they?
Edge, anywhere
Who
outside of their
was
city.
In charge of the car? What time was it?
So you
What
need to know those
city?
details before you
No,
donate,
it's just
right?
kind of like if they're
Yeah, I
like
mean,
2
that
hours away.
Shit can just happen.
They got their backpack stolen. That's different. I mean, if they got like their whole thing broken into, or like if they got in a wreck, that's understandable.
It's like
but
if someone's house burned down and a whole entire family is like
yeah,
out of a home, then that's a reason to.
I don't know.
go
If
fund
your
it.
like van breaks down and you do like a GoFundMe, like I get it if you're like stranded and you like live in the Midwest and you're on the East Coast and you need to get back home, but like, I mean, if you're like not too far away, it's just kind of like that's just something I feel like you gotta probably take care of yourself. But that stuff is so touchy. You know, it's for situations because there are obviously like situations of abuse, and with those, like people like literally like make 3 times the money that they like.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like I'm more of a like I don't think I've ever really donated to a GoFundMe of a band on tour, but I think I have like bought their merch like after that happens. Like I think that's a good move to go usually.
It's just exactly. It's just like if you can like buy their merch and just like go on Bandcamp and just like throw them $10 to like $12 or something like that. But like I've been there like where it's my friends, like when Fleshborn like their van like rock hit their like gas line or something, like their gas reservoir.
Whoa.
And they were like stranded on the highway. It's like, yeah, you know.
Have you had any like big mishaps on like Bummer or Bluehealer tours?
Have you, Matt? Tell us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this April was rough. I got a concussion, and I smacked my head into a brick wall at the Prohibition Hall Fest. So that was really fun.
Who put that wall there?
Dude, right? I thought it was like I was like, man, it was really close in front of me. I was like, I didn't think I stepped that far. But yeah, I smacked my head against a brick wall super hard, and it was just a bad idea. I gave myself a minor concussion and gave myself a neck injury while I was at it. And then I went on tour like a week later. Like when I played that Split show, it's so hazy, man. That tour was like,
the one at Mills with Pinko?
yeah, that was actually really fun though. That
was a cool show. It
I'm
was,
glad.
like, on
Yeah, I'm
such a
glad people
tiny
enjoyed.
stage.
Yeah, I'm glad people enjoyed that. It was like kind of tight knit, and that's exactly how I wanted it to be. I wish we kind of could do the same situation when they come through again. And Holy Cow's just really big, but we'll make it work. But yeah, so we went on that tour, and it's just it's just weird. So like I'm dizzy as hell. Like I've been getting like a lot of headaches like every day, and then we're going on tour, and we get to Minneapolis, and we pull into Minneapolis, and our van is like smoking super hard. And so luckily, like the bands we're playing with, like a bunch of them are mechanics, like all the dudes in Tongue Party, and they're like, "Yeah, your wheel cylinder is probably busted." And I called Thomas, like the old Bummer drummer, my old best friend, and he's like, "Yeah, your wheel cylinder is probably busted. Like there's brake fluid everywhere. It's just like burning off that. You need to get that fixed." Well, tomorrow's Sunday, so no auto shops are open. So Luke from Tongue Party gives me this this pretty cool but sketch dude's number named Highway. His name's Highway.
That's a great name.
He doesn't have any other name but Highway. All I know is he just was, he was a biker for a while. But he proceeded to, we stayed at Brian and Travis's house from buildings, like we do every time. And they used to live on this really busy street. It's kind of like they'd be on, like, Main, essentially. Like, they live right on Main, and it comes, like, right off a highway exit. So there's, like, cars flooding in all the time. And this dude, like, is straight up doing it on the side of the road and, like, has the jack and everything and is, like, down there with his feet hanging out with all these cars running by. And he, like, takes the whole day to do it. And, like, we got the job done, but what he didn't realize is that it wasn't the brake cylinder. It was the brake cylinder. It needed to be replaced, but the bearing behind it had just been, like, so shot that, like, the rotor was grinding against itself. So, yeah, you know how this story is going to end.
Yeah, I don't actually, because I know nothing about cars.
Okay,
Continue.
so the rotor is not spinning. You know when you have a really tight bearing, wheel doesn't spin that well?
No.
Like on a skateboard, for example. You know when you roll...
He doesn't.
I don't skateboard
I
either.
don't either.
All right, okay, so... A bearing is what essentially a wheel spins on, and when a bearing is greased up and ready, a wheel will spin freely. When a bearing is shot, that means that there's tension and there's push against it spinning. That means that it's not actually rotating, it's grinding against something. Sorry, I didn't mean to explain
Friction.
that. Friction, yeah, exactly.
I didn't take physics, Matt.
Dude, okay, so long story short, our van is still smoking. We played Milwaukee, and then we played Chicago. And then on the drive back, like, we were going to play Columbia the next day. We got about 2 hours outside of Chicago and listening to Mad Villainy. Everyone else is asleep in the van, and then out of nowhere, the back left just falls out and drops. And I'm grinding to a halt at this point. The van, like, fishtails super hard, and I can feel it pick up off the axle that just came off. So then I had to slam it back down on the axle, further screwing up my van. What? And then we come to a grinding halt on the side of the road, and then I look in the rearview mirror and see that all the brake fluid on the axle caught fire. So now the axle itself is on fire. So now I don't have a wheel. I don't know where my wheel is. My car is on fire, and everyone else is asleep. So everyone's like, what the fuck? Everyone wakes up when the car grinds, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, we're on fire. We're on fire. Get the fuck out of this car right now. And dude, we've had the fastest loadout. We were just like hauling shit in and out like crazy. And someone like called the fire department, and like State Patrol and the fire department roll up and like, oh, we heard you on fire. But because like we unloaded everything while it was like on fire, and I was like, and they were like, Matt, get back, the cab is about to light on fire, like the whole van itself. And I was like, fuck this. And I went in and I grabbed these like huge jugs of water, and I just started pouring them on the axle. And it went out, surprisingly. And I was like, thank God. And the fire department showed up. And they were like, how did you put out the fire? And I was like, I just poured a bunch of water on it. And they were just like, you idiot, that's a grease fire. And they're like, that just made it worse.
But it worked.
Yeah, but it worked because I guess there was so much pressure. I don't know, man. I don't know how things work. Either way, I'm sitting there, Pinko pulled off to the side. And they were like, what the fuck happened? And so we're sitting there, like, don't have an axle. Had to get it towed to an auto shop. Had to take a U-Haul home that night that only sat 3 people. So I had to like sleep in like the trunk space, and I got strep throat because it was like really dusty and germy in there. Yeah, it was nasty. And it was super cold. It was like freezing that night. So I was like bundled in like 7 blankets.
How did you never tell me any of this?
Did I seriously? Have I never told you that
No.
story? How we oh my god, yeah.
And that was like a few months ago?
Yeah, this was April. This was like probably like April 10th when that happened.
Wow. And I just want to point out that was like really good, like a really good visual storytelling moment for you. Like you like fell back when the tire fell off.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
That was really helpful. It made me understand the story a lot more.
Yeah, I acted in junior high.
Oh, that's great.
No.
You didn't act? I can see you see you acting in school.
I didn't really.
Were you just a choir girl?
Yeah.
But I hear your bands have
I hear they have shenanigans.
music videos coming out. That's what I was hearing.
I told you that was a rumor. I don't know if that's actually true.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hey Dakota, is Bluehealer going to record a music video? Please answer me.
What's up?
I'm just
okay.
if he sees that, I'm gonna.
Dakota.
Yeah, I'm channeling his aura.
Okay. He probably hears you right now.
I know
like,
he does. He better hear me.
He just sat up in bed really quickly.
Dakota. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Bluehealer is supposed to.
There have been a couple good bummer music videos so far.
Yeah, I was.
What was the most recent one where you guys are like in the van?
Yeah, the one with the Freedom Cobra where we got the Gimp mask and I got to like spank Braden. I got to like spank another person with a literal like a paddle. That was a weird feeling. Like I got to spank my oldest friend that I've ever known since kindergarten.
You liked it.
It was pretty fun. I mean, I love Braden, but it's pretty fun to just like take a paddle.
Was that like a really good like artistic moment for you? You're like, this is my vision. I'm
it wasn't
making
my
it come
vision.
true.
See, the BDSM thing wasn't really my idea. That was mostly Mike's. Like he wanted it to be that aesthetic, and I was totally fine with it because I was like, okay, cool, yeah, spank's a hilarious word, and it just like stuck. It stuck super hard. So now it was just like it was fun though because like I love that van. And it was just like, I don't know, being on tour is a lot about just being in the van and you just learn to love the vehicle you're traveling in. Like, do you know that, love?
Not yet, no.
See, when you get a van, you just develop a bond for that vehicle that's just, it's hard to tear apart because it carries not only yourself, it carries your bandmates, and it carries your gear. And it carries the soul of the band. That's your mini home, dude. I spent 30 days in that sucker, and it was.
Tune in next week for an episode of Van Love with Matt Perrin.
Let's talk about vans. Let's talk. Have some good vans. Have a really nice van. Jay Rigsby Jr. Jay Rigsby Jr. has a beautiful van. Yeah. Dakota also has a really nice van. Mm-hmm. I love touring in that van. You're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
Natural Man going out on tour.
We are. We're playing like a really small, short tour.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to Kentucky for that fest.
Yep. Nice. We're playing Cropped Out. But we're playing like the after show of Cropped Out. But it'll be fun.
What other cities are you doing?
We're playing St. Louis and Bloomington, Indiana, and I think we're doing Columbia, Missouri.
Como.
Yeah, Como.
Como.
I
love Como.
We're gonna be crammed in that van, but it'll be we all love each other, so
yeah.
You got all 7 members now. So.
Yeah, dude. I was crammed in that van. It's pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
it's pretty comfortable.
Seems pretty spacious.
Yeah, we had
We're gonna get a trailer and or a like turtle top thing. So
if you get the trailer, it's gonna grind that trailer.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, it was so scary. I was like, whenever we went on Bluehealer tour, it was just like so low to the ground because Dakota's Astro van like sits so low, so that trailer like rides so low, and it just like would bounce against the road a bunch, and you're like, ooh, this is I feel like probably unsafe.
But yeah, you mentioned being out for 30 days. You were with Wrong and Horrors.
Yes, I was.
Was that tour anywhere near as disastrous as? I feel like that one went pretty well, right?
Yeah, no, the 30-day tour was probably like one of the most eye-opening things that's ever happened to me. I'm pretty much only good at playing music, and I discovered that like a really long time ago because I'm pretty weird and I don't do much other things. So it was just really nice to like play music for 30 days and know that I could do it. It was just, I don't know, it was like a really good like just mental break just to get away from everything and just kind of like be around people that you've never met before and do it. And I've like have a lot of good friends from it. Like I got to meet the people who were in Capsule, and that's like a huge deal for me.
Yeah, you kept telling me about that record.
Yeah, Capsule's blue. It's like it definitely probably like saved my life once or more times. It's just a really good, really beautiful record. I don't know, it's super fast and then super pretty and then super crazy again, and I don't know. So the dudes in Wrong were in that band, and I was a super big fanboy about it, and I'm just glad that they could like put up with me. But
did you have them sign that record?
Oh yeah, I did. I was like, Eric Hernandez, please sign this record. And he's like, dude, come on, man, this shit's over. And I'm just like,
it's not over for me. Not in here.
It's not, dude. He was surprised. He's like, I don't know, because Eric, I love Eric. Eric's the shit. Eric talks like this. He's like, no, I don't know, just yeah. I don't know that many fans in Kansas City. I showed him Burroughs, and he was like, yeah, that shit's sick. Sounds like they were doing a bunch of Adderall. And I'm just like, pretty much.
Wait, what band?
Burroughs.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
like Josh's Capsule Rip-Off band.
Yeah.
It was really cool. We were in Chicago. I'm showing the dude who wrote, you know, a lot of took part in writing those songs, and showing this band Burroughs. I'm like, yo, check this out. And there's like 3 members of Capsule there, and they're all like, what? And then like Eric's like sitting there like figuring out these songs, and he's like, yo, play that back again. And he'd like do it again. And it's just like he would figure out the songs through it, and he'd be like, damn, that's a sick riff. I wish I wrote that.
Nice.
So,
does Josh have any plans to do more with that band?
I wish he did. Josh is pretty over a lot of those. Like he won't. I mean, so Dalton moved back, and Dalton lives in like Raymore now. So they all live close to each other. Tyler Perrin still lives in New Jersey, but like. They were, like, Burroughs was a super sick band. They only lasted a really long time. They lasted, like, when I kind of was, like, 18. Not a really long time, really short time. God, I can't talk right now. But, I don't know. Just, like, a super good band. But Josh doesn't want to do that stuff anymore. You know, I think Josh is focused on, like, what he's doing right now. And Josh is in really good bands. You know, he's in Mentita and he's in Unforgiven 5. And those are both, like...
Premier
some of the
Kansas
best
City
bands playing right now. Yeah. And even though Baitfish is the best band ever.
Oh, yeah. You said you wanted to get to Baitfish when we did the interview.
Dude,
Tell me about your Baitfish love.
I will fucking back Baitfish any day. Baitfish was really important to me, and it's just funny that I ended up being in a band with Josh because I actually really looked up to that band. Growing up, that was the first band I heard from Kansas City. And I was like just starting to get into DIY, and I was like, that is the band I want to like see and sound like, and they were super influential to me. And when I was a kid, I would sit down there and I would like learn the drums to the 4-way split. And it's just funny that I live with Josh now. I see Dalton like all the time, and you know I know Blake and Alex. And it's just kind of funny how that works, but. That was just like a short-lived band, and they sounded like Neil Perry and the Now, and super cool. So I don't know. What was the band that like changed the view for you? Yeah, what was like the first local band that you were like, just like really digging?
Yeah. It wasn't so much that as it was friends and people specifically that kind of. I mean, Ian Teeple is a fucking driving force.
Yeah,
like,
Ian's
just
crazy in the best of ways.
Yeah.
So did you ever catch like the Fog or any of his other bands? Like, what was like the first band of Ian's you saw?
Fog was
the
the
Fog
first band.
probably.
Yeah.
I think
all lineups of the Fog.
I remember a show at Vacant Farm that they played that was just like. Really
did you see them when they had Emma Daffin playing keyboard? She was playing synth. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, did she?
I saw that.
I
set.
think that
was sick.
At Vacant Farm.
Yeah.
I think
that was really cool.
I think I only saw them play at Mills one time, like the old location.
They played at Mills a bunch. I played with them at like Art Closet. Played with them at Mills. Mills because when they opened the old side, they played that shit. Bummer played like after them, but that band was super sick when I was growing up, and it's cool to see how Ian has evolved into not only Warm Bodies but Natural Man, because I mean both his bands are phenomenal.
Well,
like,
yeah,
it's just.
And not only does he have like this band, but he's also doing his own like solo stuff that he does all the recordings for. He like plays all the instruments for, and he just recently put out a tape that's fucking great.
It's sick.
The High Planet one.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to that yet because my tape deck is broken. But I was hoping it would just pop up online at some point. Maybe he wants to keep it real rare or whatever.
He's just like keeping it. Real.
Yeah, he has like his own little musical universe, and it's pretty cool.
And he just can't help it. Like he just can't.
He just
control it. It just
dude. Ian Teeple was born to rock. Like that. That's just like Dakota. You know, just like a guy who was born to rock. Just
also
both
of them are just like the nicest.
Yeah, you know, just.
Great.
That could be the name of his documentary. A guy who was born to rock.
A guy who was born to rock.
The Ian
man.
Teeple story.
Yeah, dude. A guy who was born to rock, man. That dude was born to rock.
He's so great. I love him.
He's a wonderful human being.
He inspires me so much.
I love seeing Ian play. Not only because like as a guitar player, when I first saw Ian like playing Dick Dale style, like playing a right-handed guitar left-handed, I was like, dude, what? And I just like, it's so cool. Like, that's a signature style of Ian's, you know what I mean? And
I don't know anyone else in Kansas City who plays
I don't know
that.
anyone else in like ever in my life who's played a guitar like that. So that's why it's just like, dude, Ian's Ian, and like I love it.
It's so great.
Is that how Jimi Hendrix played? I don't know much classic
No,
rock
Hendrix
stuff.
played a right-handed Strat, but he flipped the bridge. So,
Okay.
yeah.
There's something there.
I don't know, man. It's weird. But, like...
Is Ian T-Bull the new Jimi Hendrix? Noisy headline.
Wow. Tune in next week. But, yeah, dude, music's been cool. I don't know. Music's been a huge part of my life. So, like, that's weird. I don't know.
I like the community.
Yeah, the community's,
It's
like...
good people.
Kansas City's interesting,
As far as I've come into contact, I know there's stuff. There's been stuff.
I mean, you
but-
lived in Chicago, so, like, you, like... I don't know if you like ever dabbled.
Yeah,
in the
I
scene
wasn't
there.
really in. I wasn't really in it over there. I was more in the art over there.
Yeah, what kind of art have you worked on?
Photography. I studied photography at Columbia College Chicago. And I mean, art is a huge thing in Chicago. Like the visual arts, it's super competitive, and there's just like tons of people doing all kinds of different things, you know. And I don't know, it was great. It was great for school. I got intimidated though, I'm gonna be real. There was a lot going on. And I've always been into like live music and going to shows and stuff like that, but I was just more focused on like visual art when I was there.
What?
And it's very uppity.
Yeah.
White wall, you know, not so much DIY, very much like you have to apply for everything, and I don't know. Kansas City's not like that. That's what's cool about it, is you can kind of just do whatever you want.
Was there like a specific reason you moved here from Chicago?
Not really specifically. I had a really good friend that went to KCAI, and him and I grew up together, and I just visited and was just...
You're like, wow, the city of Kansas City.
Yeah.
When people are like, yeah, I just visited, and I was like, I had to be here. I was like, wow.
Well, I visited multiple times, and it was...
Okay.
I mean, it was the arts community that I was like first exposed to, and it was cool because there were like so many, even with the art side of Kansas City, there's a DIY-ness to it also, where you can kind of make shows happen no matter where.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's the same way with like booking a show here. It's just like if you want to book an art show, you can. I mean, they go hand in hand half the time.
That's what's great about it.
And this will be out by the time ZineCon happens, but I think that's another really cool.
ZineCon's tomorrow.
Yeah,
Good
wake
luck,
up real
everyone.
early, and yeah, that'll be fun. Have you guys both attended?
Dude,
those
I've actually
before?
never attended ZineCon, which is kind of disappointing because I always work when I would like to go.
It's 10 to 6. It's a wide window tomorrow. Just saying. But I have been. I had stuff. I had a zine in it last year.
Is that photography that you're doing?
I didn't make anything this year, but that's fine.
Yeah, well, you got a cool tape release happening.
Yeah, we had some other stuff we were working on, so.
Yeah.
What is like, what kind of photography do you usually do?
It's street photography. It's very much sort of slice of life, like not really portraits or anything like that, like really sort of urban life, like the corners, like boring corners that you kind of walk past. But I've been getting more into like the digital manipulation and like how like glitch art sort of, but not so glitchy. But I've been
Glitch-ish.
in the more recent photography that I've been working on and putting together.
Dude, what's up, bub?
Has been
Thunder here.
I don't know, just sort of referencing technology and its fuck ups that it can create for us.
Dude, AI's gonna kill us all.
Yeah, you think so?
Dude, yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know. I think we can work with it.
I think AI is terrifying. You guys seen
To a
Ex
point.
Machina?
No.
Dude, watch Ex Machina. It's pretty good. It's that movie that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that like Scarlett Johansson as a robot?
Dude,
That's
no.
her.
It looks like her, but it's,
Who is it?
oh, dude, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know actresses.
It's a really good movie. It's like just a good what if, you know what I mean? I don't know. Imagine developing something that literally can outthink you. It's a machine, but it can.
It's like
but-
Bicentennial
but
Man. Wait,
Come on, like it's like
Wait,
it's
no.
a Twilight Zone episode waiting to happen.
I love the Twilight Zone.
Dude, tell me about it. I just ended up sitting down with the Twilight Zone and putting like way too many quotes on my sampler from the Twilight Zone. Does that make me cheesy? Does that make me cliche?
No, that's cool. No, yeah, I like your sampler
right.
use.
Dude, I really like it too, and I'm really glad that I got the sampler because I feel like the one thing I hate most when playing is awkward silence, and I really like it if you do it well enough and it's really uniform. It's like you play 3 songs, you tune while you like play like a sample of like a Stereolab song, or I play Enya, or play like a sound clip. I like starting off with Enya, dude. You hear that only time you're like,
Yeah, that's when I like grab my camera.
Right,
I'm like,
and you're
okay, I
just
need to
like,
go. Let's
yeah. When you know it, when they like click it on, you're like, all right, I'm ready to get pumped. But yeah, like I like to play Seal. Like I like to play stupid stuff in between because there's a humor to it, and I like being funny. But there are some.
Collins.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that what you get pumped up to? Is that
Studio?
yeah?
Yeah.
What music gets you hyped?
Hyped?
Yeah, what gets you hyped? Like,
I
what's
can't-
your hype music? I've been listening to so much house music lately, you
I
can't
really
stop.
like Beyonce, like that sort of stuff. Really.
Yeah, like Lemonade or just older stuff.
No, her Beyonce. That album.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
They're like self-titled.
Yeah, like Drunken Love.
Nice.
And,
Classic.
Rocket.
Oh, and Matt, I know
What's
you.
been getting you
So
hyped
good.
lately?
Just whatever is like big on SoundCloud at the moment. Like do you know about Take?
Nah, dude.
Take is like this 17-year-old rapper from Texas, and he has he got like he was involved with some kind of murder charge. It might not have been him or not, but like in the song, his like the big song is called The Race, and he's like the line is like, I didn't beat the case, I did the race. And so like they arrested him in New Jersey for like running off of like his parole or whatever. And like it's just like this weird like music came to life thing.
It's like this weird
And
conspiracy theory.
And like the song just goes. It's
Dude.
good.
No,
I know you're a
Send me the
big
link,
Mike
yeah.
Jones fan. That's your
yeah,
favorite?
baby. Dude, who is Mike Jones? Hit me up. 281-330-8004, baby. Shit.
I feel like every time I'm at Mills and you have the aux cord, it's Enya and
That's
Mike Jones.
No, that's for real. Like, dude, they're the best party jams, dude. I've been like, you just either Mike Jones, who is Mike Jones comes on, or like, I'll play Enya, or like, been playing house music in between a lot of stuff lately.
I've been listening to Lizzie Marcier Duclos. Is that even how you say it?
I don't know what this
She,
is.
That sounds
she's
badass.
French. Yeah, it's like really cool, like almost disco-y, but it's really good. There's this one song called Funky Stuff. It's great.
That sounds
It's
like some
so
funky
good.
stuff.
Wait, what kind of disco you were saying? Like
I
Just
don't
kinda
know.
regular
She's
disco?
French.
French-
It's like
French
upbeat.
disco.
It's pretty upbeat.
there's
and
like
dancey. It's so
one
good.
song that me and all my friends from like high school, like me and Jack and everyone got really into. It was called Dolce Vita. It was by like some Italian disco artist,
Dude.
and like
Rasputin. I don't remember who performed that, but we all know that,
That song's
beat is
hilarious.
We all know that beat is but yeah, dude, I don't know. I've been jamming a lot of Japanese bands ever since we played with Azov. Akira, the vocalist, was like, I need to show you a band that you guys sound like. So he showed me this band called Vanishing Twin from Tokyo, and they have just like all I've been playing right now. So that shit gets me hyped, dude. It's just like some really cool like Southern California-esque, like 3-1G kind of like hardcore screamo stuff, and just being from Japan, and I like said some stuff on the internet about him, and like the dudes from that band reached out to me,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, it was really cool.
so you're touring in Japan soon.
I
right?
would that would be really fun if you could tour one country.
Yeah,
What would
where
it
do
be?
you-
Oh no!
Like what? Okay,
One, just one?
well, okay. Let me phrase that question. If you could go to like
Some
a continent,
countries,
if you could go to some countries, where would you want to go? Where are you really trying to
Like a
Where are you
Europe
really
tour,
trying to place
Japan
that pin in the
tour?
map?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Where are you trying to go listen to Stereolab in a weird bar at?
Ooh. I mean, I really like. I think Germany's cool. I've been to Berlin, and I think that it's just like a really cool city.
That's gotta be fun for photography too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. They also have designated bike lanes, like they're blocked off. So you're not even riding with the cars, which is
that's
beautiful.
Really nice.
Also flat.
Also, I guess Kansas City kind of
clean
sucks
energy.
It does.
Super clean energy.
Yeah,
there.
they
Super good.
Their train system is amazing.
Yeah, I mean
quiet,
Europe. That's
on
such a
time,
good train system.
Clean. It's so great.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk about the gas companies lobbying in the late 19th century, I'm all about it.
Well,
What?
Yeah, dude. Man, the main reason that
did
America
we say we want to talk about that?
no, but yeah, I'll tell you about it later. Main reason that we don't.
But you're pretty into like Japanese stuff though in general. I feel like. Or is that
I mean, like I grew up and I really
assumption?
liked Ususuke Barbie a lot. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. That was like a huge influence to me growing up. Yeah, like I just like weird overseas shit. I just guess I've always liked just dumb stuff from overseas because it's just like cool. I liked a lot of like. Like the Rammstein and stuff growing up too. I liked that, like Oomph and like all those bands. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm almost the opposite though. Like I want to know what's going on and like know all about it. So like I end up listening to like mostly like English language stuff and like.
I've also really gotten to a bunch of Australia, like Robotosaurus from Australia is like one of my favorite bands. Obviously like Helta Skelta. Just like I don't know, just there's some cool stuff out there, and I've just been trying to like branch out. There's so much cool stuff out there, and you could just find it. You know what I mean? You just got to talk to the right people. Like I was talking to James about that today with James Rumsey, just about how music is so accessible, and if you want to like something,
there's so much.
If you want to like something, like there's no boundaries for you to dig and be like an expert on it. If you really want to know stuff, and
I always think about like there's. The right music could be out there and I'm just totally missing it. Like maybe the music that I've been listening to is not even as good as what
that's like one of the reasons I'm like I feel like I'm even more excited that the internet is a thing than most people. Like just because I'm like, wow, there's just this vast
it's everything. Like, whoa, check it out, man. Like, hey, this thing.
Like I if you got me like stoked enough, I would probably be like talking like some grandpa like, oh, it's amazing. It's all in your pocket these days.
I tell you what, now, Sonny,
it's like a computer
back
in your
in
pocket.
2007, I had a phone, but it don't look like that.
You can have that conversation right now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I pretty much just communicated that, but
we talked about MySpace.
Yeah,
dude, MySpace. Okay, do you guys have a Zanga?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And a live journal.
Okay. I didn't have a live journal. I had a Zanga, though. I skipped on the MySpace, though.
Have you heard about like what
to
happened to live journal, though?
Did you hear what happened to like Zanga and MySpace? How they just tried both turn into like
what about
music
DeviantArt?
Oh, DeviantArt is still going hard.
I did that.
But live journal is weird though because like apparently like there was just like people would use it in Russia. And like that was like the main source of like leaked information about the government. They would all be posted on LiveJournal at some point. And then like the government sent in people to like make like fake posts and like try to throw them off. And like there was like this whole like mini like LiveJournal war.
Fake news.
Yeah. Chemtrails, dude.
Yeah. Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
The Earth is flat.
Crop circles. The Earth is flat.
I just gotta agree with B.O.B. there. You know, like I think he knows what he's talking about. He's
dude. Hell yeah, man. He dissed Neil deGrasse in a diss track. Like, come on, man. That's nuts, man. Yeah, right, dude. You know, fucking hanging out, rock and roll. Like.
Yeah, is there anything you guys want to just plug or anything you're excited for coming up that you want to mention?
I'm excited for winter. I'm excited to go to Brahms again. I don't know when that will be.
Hopefully soon.
I hope it will be soon. I don't know.
Can you order Brahms in the mail yet? I feel like
dude, you can't. So like, like sometimes like I'll just go to Emporia and be like, fuck it.
But like apparently you go to Casey Joe's and there's like a little sign I've seen there that says you can order their barbecue online. I don't know how that works, but I guess it's a thing.
You have to like I don't know.
Would you order like frozen Brahms milk?
Maybe. I mean, if they could just ship it to me in a cooler full of ice, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, I don't know, dude. I would pay someone absurd amounts of money if I could just get a courier to give me Brahms milk, man.
Okay, but what besides that, what do you is Bummer have stuff coming out soon? Bluehealer?
Yeah, Bummer has. We're gonna go record full length here, and we're gonna go to Miami.
Miami.
Wow.
What are you doing there?
We're gonna because we tour
Going
with Ryan Half to like he did like the Capsule stuff. He did Torch. He did the Wrong record. He's gonna record us, so we're gonna go down to Miami, hang out with those guys. Other than that, like Bummer's playing Louisville here next weekend or this weekend, excuse me, or I don't know what weekend. Who knows? Whatever weekend. And that's gonna be really fun.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we're gonna see some really cool bands. It's just like Noise Rock, The Fest, like Buildings, Cherubs, Super Thief, Tongue Party, just all the goodies. You'll get to see a bunch of friends. And then other than that, like Pinko's playing. Pinko's coming back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Playing
September.
Holy Cow.
Yeah.
23rd.
13th. September 13th. Cool. So, rock and roll, right?
Cool. What do you have coming up, Stephanie?
I don't know when this is coming out, but we're playing that show tomorrow at the Blind Tiger.
Be there, be square.
Yeah, exactly.
This will come out Tuesday, so that'll be done.
The
but you'll have the tape out,
30th,
the Natural Man band tape.
The 30th, we are playing a show at Records with Merit, which should be pretty good. We're gonna play a lot of new stuff at that show. So,
awesome.
Is that Tuesday? Is that after Tuesday? I think
yeah.
it's after Tuesday.
When is the 30th? The 30th is Thursday. No, Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Oh dang! All right, well,
I don't know Records.
come to the show tomorrow at
Even
Records
though
with Merit.
Future people.
If
Yeah.
you want to hear
Tomorrow,
like 3 new songs,
August
from us.
30th. Go to the show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. Music's
Yeah,
cool.
music
Thanks
is
for
cool.
hanging out. It's 2:30 in the morning right now.
No, it's not.
How do you guys feel about that?
I feel
Do you have a
okay
good
about
joke?
it.
Do you have any good jokes?
What did one wall say to the other wall?
Hey.
Meet you at the corner.
Oh man, that was great.
And that's how we end it. Thanks. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us at this.
Oh, and follow at Shuttlecock Mag on Twitter and Instagram, and go to shuttlecockmusic.com. There's a store. Buy a shirt, please.
Help them out.
And listen to the A.D.D podcast with Jason Barr. And
Listen to Natural Man.
Listen to the Natural Man band. Natural Man and the Flamin' Hot band.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
For now.
It's for now.
For now.
For now. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. No problem.